Sound rolling.
Camera 1.
Rolling.
Camera 2. Rolling.
My name is Denise Woltering-Vargas, and I am Senior Program Manager of Community and Educational Programs here at the Stone Center for Latin American Studies, which means I bring Latin American studies out into the community. So I primarily work in the K-12 community locally and also nationally, and help put together community programs, collaborations, projects with teachers, much more outreach. I came to Tulane in 2006, so my family is here in New Orleans, and I was finishing up my grad degree in DC and was thinking I would stay in Washington, DC, and work in international development. And as I was finishing up my thesis, August 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit and washed everything away, and there was this national question of whether New Orleans is worth bringing back, whether, if it was going to come back. Meanwhile, my family was scattered across the country a little bit, and I really felt like it was important for me to go back home and be part of rebuilding, and so I was lucky to find this job that allowed me to really work in the community. And when I first started, I was really excited to be engaged with Latin American studies from an international communication degree that I got, but after working in schools and with teachers, creating curriculum, working with different artists and film scholars, and kind of seeing the way that people learn about how international studies gets incorporated into our learning really struck me, especially here in Louisiana. It comes in just naturally because we're here in New Orleans, but there's not a real focus or priority at the K-12 level, and I've just become a lot more interested and engaged here on campus with those that work off campus at schools, and learning how we can really enhance more interactive activities. And the Stone Center has allowed me to travel, to go to social studies conferences, to go to all these professional development conferences, to work with teachers all over, and they have these amazing ideas, and to work together with teachers locally. That's kind of how I've evolved. It's really kind of influenced my career by helping me kind of pivot my focus a little bit to curriculum development, and really making sure, wanting to make, to see that international studies comes out in an authentic way in the K-12 level. When I first started, it was 2006. I think it was 2006 when, maybe 2007, we decided in a staff meeting to inaugurate all the spaces on campus. And it was really fun because Latin American Studies is all across campus. And so for me, it was important, but we did a little bar crawl to all the different spaces. So we started out at the Stone Center and had a Latin American drink, went to where Cuban and Caribbean Studies was located, had a pisco sour, I think, went to John Verano's forensic lab to have a Latin American-inspired drink. And so we all went together and met at these different places. A bartender was there, and so it was a really fun way to look at, to explore Latin American studies. And that was just at the beginning, so it was like, I'm so excited to be working at the Stone Center. In outreach, I get to work with those who are interested in contributing in the community, those who are doing service learning. So there's so many amazing faculty and grad students that come through that are curious about engaging with the local community. And so I feel as though the center is engaged with the community in a way that other departments, other centers are not. Wherever we go, I find that people recognize Latin American studies at Tulane, and so I feel like that's a product of us being engaged with the community, engaged with the research, with our students in ways outside of the classroom that really make an impact on learning.